Everyone, welcome to Creative Girl Vintage. I'm Tammy and I'm so happy that you're here to join me today because I am going to be sharing a happy fall ornament paper crafting kit that I have just designed for you. So in this video, I will show you what is in the paper crafting kit, where you can get one, and then we're going to do what we do best around here. We're going to craft, and I'm going to show you how to make this adorable fall ornament. You know, the season is changing soon. I love fall. It just happens to be my favorite season, and I thought it'd be a fun way to kick it off with this cute crafting project. So this is a good place to start, and then we're going to jump into the Halloween coming up in the next videos, okay? So let me show you what's in this paper crafting kit that I put together for you. There are vintage book pages. This is a long piece of thin wood, which started out life as a bookmark, but I saw ornament. The image we're going to be using of this little squirrel came from one of my vintage children's books. I scanned it, cleaned it all up nice, and made it perfect for this project. The words Happy Fall. I've got some nice little dried flowers here, and I just love this sock monkey yarn. It's just like the cutest. I tied it around here, and we're going to be tucking our dried flowers into that. So you're going to need a few basic crafting supplies from your craft room, and in the description box below this video, I have listed everything that I'm using today, and I even put links as well if you're looking for something. So let me just clean everything up here. I'm going to bring out the goods and let's start crafting. All right, opening up our little kit here, we have our vintage book page and the piece of wood, and let's start with this. And what we're going to do is decoupage the book page onto the wood. I'm simply going to use Mod Podge for this and just an old paintbrush. And so let's just take and put some Mod Podge on our wood here. I'm being kind of generous with it and just being sure that I cover all my edges really good. Okay, and you can take your book page and you can lay it right on top, or sometimes what I like to do, knowing that I want to use this side, sometimes, you know, with the books, find the side that you like the best on these pages, old pages, and I'll just lay my glue side right down on the back of the side that I'm wanting to use. Just flip it over and smooth it out. Okay, let me just seal this up for now. And let's grab a pair of scissors, flip it over so I can see the back here. And I'm just going to go around using the edge of that wood as a guide and trim off all that excess paper. If you don't get it all, don't worry about it. We're going to do another little step too. Okay, I'm going to smooth this back out a little bit. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do, this is just one of my little sanding blocks. I think this is 100 grit, whatever you got works, piece of sandpaper even. And I'm just going to go around the edges here. This is going to pull off any of that little excess paper that we missed. And it also kind of seals those edges down nicely and gives it a nice little finished look. So this is always a good step. Okay, now I have put 2 vintage book pages in this kit, so if you want to cover your back, it's up to you, your choice. It's in there if you want to use it. Okay, this is my little awl. You know, you guys who watch me know I always have this on my table. So I'm just going to poke through there and open that hole back up. Okay. I'm grabbing some distress ink, and of course I'm just using my go-to, the Ranger tea dyed. And you can use any color you want here that you have on hand. I think the black would be pretty, and I just recently got kind of an orangey color. I think it's called dried marigold, and that would be pretty on here too. This is always my favorite to finish things off. I just love the the vintage look that this ink gives my work. So, okay, there we go. So the next thing we're going to do is let's cut out Mr. Squirrel. I'm going to use my little cutter bee scissors. These are very precise. They're sharp and they're pointy, and they just seem to get the job done, especially with this little fussy cutting here. And this squirrel, he's a little fussy. He's tiny. Let's see, let's chop that off right there. We'll get back to that. Okay. You know, I was thinking that, you know, I told you that fall is my favorite season of all, and I always start getting the sense we're getting close. I live on the Jersey Shore, or down the Jersey Shore, as they would say, by the ocean. I don't live right on the ocean, but I'm very close. And this is a very popular place in the summer for people with summer homes and vacationing. And so it gets very busy. And it's very congested, and there's a lot of volume of traffic. And so the summers around here are a little crazy. Not that I'm complaining, because this is a really great place to spend a summer vacation. So many fun things to do. It's really beautiful here. So anyway, Labor Day weekend hits, and the day after, it really quiets down. You know, everybody's going back to school, you know, vacation's over, you know, party time's over, and it gets a lot quieter around here. And it's sort of my first little sign that, oh, you know what, fall's coming. Okay, look at him. Isn't he so cute? Okay, let me see if I had a little extra white stuck on there. I didn't want to. Okay. He is so cute. All right, let me get my happy fall right here. We might as well get that cut out while we have everything here. Okay. That's going to be right here at the bottom. Okay. And, you know, I didn't think we really needed to get fancy with any other glue. We've got the Mod Podge out. Why don't we, let me grab my paintbrush here. Why don't we just use this on Mr. Squirrel, too? I think that does the trick. So let's just lay him right there. He is so cute. I love these little vintage images so much. And let's do the same thing here with our happy and fall. All right, everything is secure. All right, here we have, let's take our little flowers out real quick, and let's grab our little twist sock monkey yarn. We'll get it off this card. I love this. It is just so cute. Okay, and there's 2 yards here for you, so you have a good generous amount to play with. I'm going to first cut off like 12 inches. You know, it doesn't have to be 12 inches, just anything close, because we're going to make a little hanger. All right, we'll set this aside for a sec. And let's put our little hanger on. Okay, just take and stick your yarn right through there. And at this point, you can just tie this on like so. And leave it like this, and you can tie it on something. Or I'm going to tie this off like this and make like a little hanger. This is so cute. I have a little fall / Halloween tree, and I think this will be really cute on there. Or this could be just really cute hanging like on a little cabinet knob. It's just a sweet little decoration. Okay, let's take the rest of this twisty old yarn here. And I'm going to start out by just kind of leaving a tail, like so. Grab it like that, and then just start wrapping it around. You know, nothing fancy. Just wrap it around. And when I come around this way, I'm going to have another tail. Let me bring this right here and just tie it off in a bow. Okay. Now, when I put these kits together for you guys, I try to be very consistent. Well, the one thing about dried flowers, they are anything but consistent. So some of the bundles might have a big bundle of these dried flowers, or you might have like a couple of them put together here. But there's plenty for you to enjoy. And just, we're going to stick those right behind our yarn. We're going to just tuck them right in there behind our yarn. This one here is so cute. I think I ran my fingernail through it and got blue all under my nails here. So let's just pop that in like right there. I love the way the blue looks against these fall colors. So at this point, you guys, I mean, it's up to you. You can glitter, you can use dimensional paint around the edges, a little gold around the edges. There's a lot of different options that you can do with this, and to kind of decorate it up and finish it up. And there it is. Aren't they cute? Aren't these guys just adorable? Thanks to all of you for hanging out with me today, and I really hope that you enjoyed this project. The kits are available in my Etsy shop. That link is below. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll do so. I've got 2 Halloween projects coming up, and I really look forward to sharing those with you. I'd hate for you to miss out. Happy crafting, my friends, and many blessings to all of you, and I will see you soon.